guys, welcome back to the second channel. Also, welcome back. The first episode of it.
To the second channel.
Yeah, so this is the second channel mainly for if we haven't got a guest or just a break from politics. But we've still got the hard stuff. Still got some alcohol too, Yeah. I think we'll delve more into it, more taste-wise and stuff. Do more of a review of it, so buy it, not buy it. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing sport, mainly football. Later on we'll do stuff like reviewing the AJ fight, any other big sporting events, stuff like that. But it's just to give us a little break from politics, or if we haven't got a guest. So, are you ready?
I am ready. I've already got it open.
Cheers.
So after today, I've gone for the Blue Moon, Belgian white. What strength is this one at? 5.4%. So could get pissed off this video. Yeah, that's what we cheers to that anyway.
So what you're saying taste wise? What for people at home? Obviously, they can't taste it. What?
Very light.
Is it a light beer?
It's light beer. It's decent. That very good.
So
very sweet.
Is it definitely a buy on that one?
Definitely recommended.
Yeah. Turn to food reviewers.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So no, I've gone for a low alcohol one today. I've gone for a Beck's Blue.
Was it a heavy night last night?
Yeah. We were out last night doing 80% shots in West Street Live.
That was fun, wasn't it?
So yeah, no, it's
some were worse than others.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, saved my liver a bit today, but no, it's 0.05%, so it's not
0.05.
Yeah, 0.05, so it's not fully alcohol free, but yeah, it's still got basically the same taste as Beck's. Probably, it's not.
That taste is quite familiar.
Yeah. Don't you think it always smells like weed, Beck's? You think, give it a smell?
Yeah. That's it.
Because I always think it does. Or like a faint-ish smell.
It's very faint. Desperados, if you want.
Desperados. I would say it's the tequila in it. I don't know whether it's the tequila gives it that smell.
Never tequila. Ugh, nah. Sorry.
Well, that's one thing we didn't do last night. Tequila.
That was it.
Yeah, we did rum.
Sambuca.
Yeah, black sambuca. Yeah, rum, gin.
For the record, it's awful, disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, I'm not a fan of licorice as it is, but
I hate licorice.
Yeah, no.
So.
But yeah, no, I'd definitely buy this low alcohol stuff. Save the liver, once or twice.
Does it count if it's because obviously they do? What is it? Dry November or was it dry October?
I know. Well, there's dry January and there's is it Stoptober?
Yeah, that's it. That's a lot of smoking.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It could be.
I think it could be, because I think Mum and Dad did Stoptober, but I think they did it for drinking instead of smoking, because Mum and Dad don't smoke.
Yeah, but would that be allowed? Because it's 0.05%.
Nah, I think it's
cheating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, though, you do get non-alcoholic, like where I work, you get non-alcoholic vodka and rum, but I don't know the actual percentage, or I couldn't say if there's any alcohol actually in it.
I've not heard that one before.
No, I mean, it's not nice. I've tasted it. It's horrible, yeah. It tastes like crap.
Yeah.
And it's actually more expensive per shot than actual vodka or rum, because they have to make it...
What's the point then?
Yeah, they have to make it normally, and then they have to take the alcohol out.
Yeah.
So then the process takes longer, and then obviously after that, adds to the price. But, yeah, no. But no. I'd recommend this one. Other products you'd have to try.
Other products are available.
Yeah, other products are available, yeah. What are we on the BBC? We have to can't do for advertising.
That's it, yeah. But it's still from Sainsbury's, so
yeah, we always
have a Sainsbury's sponsor.
We've always
got
got
a
Sainsbury's
every podcast, but
yeah, no, we always go to Sainsbury's before everyone. I mean, not cheap enough to go to Aldi. Not yet. Not that poor students yet.
Not yet.
We will be one day.
Probably in the next few weeks, but
next few weeks.
We'll see.
No, that January 7th parachute payment that comes in.
Yeah.
That's the next one. That'll
parachute is going to cannon in.
Yeah, that's the Lord Saviour.
That's it.
But yeah. No, so today let's talk about football, Premier League, Championship, whatever. As you can see, Scunthorpe fan, obviously.
The best team in the world, I must say.
Debatable.
But
so what?
It's just is the team, isn't it?
What would you say your situation is overall at the moment?
Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd asked me about that a month ago, you would have said you're the next Berry. However, four in a row, it's got to be playoffs, isn't it? No, I'm joking, but that's also debatable. But at the moment, like I said, we're 4-4. We're moving on up. Out of the FA Cup, not surprised. Out of the League Cup, not surprised. But we're in the Johnson's Paint Trophy third round.
The tin pot of all trophies.
I mean, I'm not going to complain if we win it or not. 'Cause I don't
It's still silverware, yeah.
The last time we got to that final was in 2009 against Luton. I was in year 3 at the time. And I remember it because because it was like a whole day dedicated to it. And yeah, we lost that. Quite badly, but yeah, that's.
But overall, are you satisfied where you are? Do you feel
I'm
like?
not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. I must say. I was to interject there. I'm not satisfied.
No, go for it.
Because obviously we're outside Sheffield United's ground. They were the same place.
Not too long ago.
A year ago. And now look where they are, fighting for Europa League. We're fighting for survival in League 2. You can't really say much more than that.
No, you can't. No, I guess you'd probably say financial backing.
We've got an owner who loves the club. He's just bought. Well, I don't think he's just bought it, but because it used to be called Scunthorpe Park, the stadium.
Yeah.
And he's changed the name to the Sands Venue Stadium. It's named after his a property in Blackpool. We always think every year he's going to go off to Blackpool because obviously they're in some financial shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're worse than us.
Yeah, Blackpool's really bad. Yeah.
We beat them in the Tin Pot Cup.
The Tin Pot Cup. Yeah.
That's it. But it's what it is. We'll just have to see if we keep winning and winning. So.
Keep winning and winning while you're near the bottom of the league.
16th actually.
Okay, 16th. Oh, right, okay. So going over to me, I'm a Bolton Wanderers fan. Surprise. Even though being from Rotherham, no, I am a Bolton Wanderers fan.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad being born in Bolton, I'm kind of cursed with it. So yeah, you don't know pain until you're a Bolton Wanderers fan.
That's it. Yeah, I thought I had it bad.
Exactly. I think it's more of a.
Was it recently you got back into positive points?
Yeah, actually, well, the EFL's trying to do something about that. So, for those who don't know the situation, us and Bury were in extreme financial difficulties. Mm-hmm. We, at one point, were the 5th football club in the world in debt. In the entirety of every football club across the world. 5th? Yeah, 5th in the world. Think of all the clubs that are spending all the money. You know, like Arsenal on the stadium. Arsenal United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, all those clubs. 5th is us.
So you've got
this little town club, you know, Greater Manchester, you know, Lancashire, 5th in the world.
How much debt do you think you were in?
$250 million at least. A town club in $250 million. How?
I'm genuinely thinking something like that. I'll be honest.
We must have had some chimps in our accounts department because
I think you still do.
Yeah, we probably still do. I mean, how the hell we can do that?
Must have Wayne Rooney in there, the treasury.
Yeah, no, it was really really bad.
Yeah.
So us and Bury were fighting, kind of just to stay alive, stay a club. We had a very very bad and dodgy owner in Ken Anderson.
Yeah. Is he gone now?
Yes, Ken Anderson's gone finally.
Yeah,
so he was basically a con man. He had multiple, I think 20-30 businesses that had failed or gone into liquidation. But yeah, he's an awful one. Didn't care about the club. To be fair, he did rescue us out of previous financial difficulties. Again, from going into liquidation. I mean, we had to sell his car park for £1 million to again stay afloat. We sold his training ground to. Could have been Preston or Bury. We sold his training ground.
And look what Bury have done it. If it were given to Bury, look what
yeah,
they've
exactly.
done with it now.
Yeah, look what they've done with it now. Yeah, but no, like really, really bad financial situation.
Yeah.
Pardon me. And no, basically, obviously, Bury didn't survive. They had a worse owner than us.
How was that possible?
I don't know.
I listened to him on TalkSport. It's
like he said.
one of the worst.
I didn't even know Bury had a football club.
Yeah.
Well, why the fuck are you an owner?
Yeah, and why have you gone into that?
Yeah,
place
why are you going into that profession?
Club, like you don't know anything about football. Don't like the sport.
I guess that's probably across a lot of clubs today, though. Or owners at the end of the day are businessmen, and a lot of them are. There are very few. I mean, like
mine included, businessmen.
That that probably do care about the club, but the vast majority are just businessmen out to make money. I mean, you can't blame them. Football can be a very lucrative business if you can get in the Premier League. When it's
and if you can get a good club anyway. But
yeah, exactly. He's financially can be a good investment. But no, our owner basically still financial problem after financial problem. He would never pay off the debts that we had already. I think he loaned £5 million to buy the club in the first place. He didn't really have the financial backing. He then owed that money back to the people he got it from. Didn't pay it. Then it came to a winding up order from HMRC and stuff like that. And then unfortunately Bury didn't make it, which I think is a disgrace.
I think is an absolute.
I think it's a disgrace.
From a Scunthorpe fan, at the time they got kicked out, I'll hate to say it, but I was living life because we looked like bottom of the league, looked like we were going nowhere, and that's made it clear that only one team can get relegated from League Two because of Bury's.
Yeah, because of Bury's demise.
Yeah. So that kind of saved us, really. I know, look where we are now, but
yeah.
At the time we couldn't buy a win to save our life. We couldn't buy a goal to save our life. Even with a manager who's proved himself in League One. All right, maybe not Championship in Ipswich, but definitely got Shrewsbury some success. Getting to the final of the Tin Pot Cup, getting them playoffs. Both obviously he didn't win.
Yeah.
But, one win was to stop in the final against Lincoln. I remember their striker Matt Reid built like a brick shit house. Yeah. Looked like your local builder on Monday morning.
Yeah.
And he assaulted Dean Henderson, who's obviously goal of the year now. And that's basically what prevented them winning it. But but I rate Hurst. I think he's a good manager. Is it Keith Hill?
Yeah, so we've got Keith Hill.
Rochdale,
Rochdale, who, to be honest, I went to watch Bolton when they played Rochdale and they beat us. They played us off the park. But no, I feel...
many a time it does.
Yeah, no, I do feel sorry for Bury. I think it's a disgrace that an established club like Bury, are able to fail. I mean, I know there's, it's like the old argument, bank's too big to fail and stuff. But this is a football club with fans who are passionate about it.
They've gone for the past 50 years.
Yeah, you get fans who've been going, like I say, for years and years and years, who are paying the tickets every single day. They can't do anything to help.
No.
It's just because of the crap. Yeah, and surely it's the EFL's job, in my eyes, to make sure clubs like that survive. Surely that's their main. Yeah, that's their main priority. The FA and the EFL. That's why they should be there. But I think it's a disgrace how they let them just die.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it's crap. And then, I mean, to be fair, moving on to us, how we kind of just got saved by Football Ventures, who wanted to buy the club. The only problem was when they wanted to buy it, they were initially promised the hotel as part of
which is
part
not
of
been
the
to Bolton since. Is there a hotel
so it's built in.
Is it a bit like Norwich's?
Yeah, where you can buy rooms that can overlook the pitch. Yeah. So they were promised basically the hotel, and the hotel's quite lucrative anyway. But they were promised it, and then the only problem was the hotel was in its own separate administration. So that kind of took ages and ages and ages and ages, and then I remember on the day that the EFL said we had until 5 o'clock, otherwise we'd be liquidated.
It did restall that didn't hold.
Yeah. So we
were held in negotiations at that point.
Yeah, we're in negotiations. So I'm waiting. I'm at work at this point, and I'm running around asking people to check Twitter, saying, have I still got a club? Have I still got a club? But yeah, no, they put a statement out saying negotiations are still ongoing. So we did survive, and I mean, at the start of the season, we had to cancel a couple of games because we just couldn't play them.
You still yet to play them games?
Yeah, so one of them being Doncaster. So the problem is with the Doncaster game was, so we only had academy players because all our players had left because they weren't getting paid, which I don't blame them. No. They've not been paid for months. Neither is his manager, even how bad he was. He still didn't get paid.
Who was the manager at the time?
Ex-Bradford.
Phil Parkinson. That's it.
There you go. But yeah, no. To be fair, he did take us up from League One, but he's no better than a League One manager. And then he took us all the way back down again. But no, we got taken over, but we only had academy players and we couldn't buy anybody because we had a transfer embargo. Because that helps us, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
we could only play kids, and you can only play the kids once per week, as per the FA's rules.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly, the FA, when we said to the FA we can't play the game because we only have youth players, and we've already played once this week already, I think it was on the Tuesday, so they can't play again. And the FA's going, no, you've got to play. And we're going, no.
You actually can't.
We can't, it's your rules. You set the rules. And they kind of, they didn't like being told that. So that's why now. So we got a 5 point so we started off with -12. We clawed his way back now to positive points.
So now you're trying to get set back again.
No, we're now on 1 because we got so what the FA did was, and the EFL, they created their own independent commission. So free of anything, it's fully independent, and they could decide our punishment. They decided -5 points deduction and maybe further suspensions, but that's suspended. They turned around and went, well, no, that's too lenient. We're going, what? I mean, we got fined as well.
No, of course.
So a club, great thing. A club in financial trouble, fine them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so their own independent commission that they helped set up is now they don't like the decision. So now they're trying to screw us even more and trying to make us put us back in minus points.
And Man City don't get anything for buying clubs like I buy beer.
Exactly,
They've
yeah.
just bought their 7th club.
Is it one in India?
Mumbai.
Is it Mumbai
United.
City?
Mumbai
Yeah.
City or Mumbai United. I think it's City.
Yeah, it'd be Mumbai City because there's
I
got
think
ones in Australia.
They've got Melbourne City. I have looked into this. They've got Melbourne City, obviously in Australia. They've got New York City, who play at Yankee Stadium in America.
Yes.
They've got Girona in Spain. They've got Guangzhou, I think one where Oscar's at.
Oh, in China.
They've got another one in Japan, Korea, and they've obviously bought one in India.
It's ridiculous. This financial fair play, I'm sorry, it's a crock of shit.
Because you're getting fined for just stepping one toe out of line.
One toe out.
100 metres and they're still,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's massive clubs like that. They can basically do whatever they want financially. Paris Saint-Germain can pay 200 million for a striker in Neymar, who's arguably not that good. And he's good, they can splash money like that, and it's like it's even like daft fines. Coming on to bigger issues, but it's like daft fines and stuff like clubs get. So Nicholas Bentner got fined 100 grand. Ex-Arsenal.
Lord Bentner, come on.
Lord Bentner got fined 100 grand for having Paddy. Or was it Betfred?
Paddy Power.
Was it Paddy Power?
Yeah.
He had Paddy Power on his boxers and he pulled his shorts down after he celebrated. 100 grand he got fined for that. UEFA fined Bulgaria 50 grand.
I knew you were going to make that. Yeah.
For racist chants, monkey chants, Nazi salutes, saying no respect on a jumper. What? How
I don't understand.
These people are so disconnected from football. Like, these people are so high up, like the FA, and the EFL. They're so
not fit for purpose.
Yeah, it's not fit for purpose. They're so disconnected because it's these, these people who are just there for gravy train. It's people, they're there for the money. It's like FIFA. That was God.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Platini.
Platini.
Blatter.
Have you seen the famous photo of Platini and Maradona together?
Yeah. No, saying is it drugs?
Yeah, so Maradona's got a thing saying no to drugs and Platini's got a thing saying no to corruption. Well, interestingly.
Very well.
Yeah. So, but no, who was the chairman of FIFA? The one who was there for absolutely ages.
Oh God. Sepp Blatter.
Sepp Blatter. There we go.
Here we go.
That man. He's just a gangster, isn't he? He did not give a shit.
Is he bloody mafia?
Yeah, he's taking backhands from everybody. And that's, argue. Did you watch? I remember it vividly. Do you know when they were announcing the next World Cup stadiums? And it was.
For Qatar?
Yeah, so what was it? They announced Russia and Qatar. Did they announce another one after that? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
No, I think but I remember they announced Russia and Qatar. I remember they announced Russia first, and I was like, well,
right.
that's annoying, but
I can see why.
I can see it. Like, Russia's still a footballing nation. They've got quite.
They're actually on the up.
Yeah, and they've got quite. Internationally they're doing all right.
Golovin and all these type of
players.
Yeah,
they've got players. Like I said, good players like that, and they've got sizable clubs who are kind of
good
Champions Leagues. Like CS.
And they've got the the bloody space for it.
Yeah, they've got space for it. Yeah.
Then Qatar comes in, which is about big as Scunny.
Oh,
how are they going to fit 8 stadiums in there? I have no idea.
I don't think they haven't even got a football league. And
have they barely got 11 people in their country? No disrespect to Qatar, but
that was.
If you've seen it on a map, then
that's one
surely.
of the. I saw a daft stat a couple of weeks ago. It said if we held a minute's silence for every workman that's died during the building of the stadiums.
For every single worker?
Yeah.
Individually?
The first what was it? I think his first 40 matches, or if there's even 40 matches, it'd be played in silence. Honestly, God,
What?
I might be wrong, but honestly,
Jesus Christ.
he's on. We'd have to Google it, but I'm sure there's a daft stat where there's a huge amount of games, the entire amount of games, would be held in silence because of the amount of people that's died and building these stadiums.
It's disgraceful.
Like I say, they haven't got a football league. They're not a footballing
They've not
nation.
got a clue, it looks like.
Yeah, they haven't got a clue. It was obvious. It was backhanders. You know. Actually, interestingly, my dad's friend was telling me about this. So, you know, when they started announcing that the Qatar and Russia was getting the World Cup, that was interestingly when the people who bought Paris Saint-Germain, who were, the rich Arabs.
Well,
Yeah, that was interestingly that same time that they were buying Paris Saint-Germain. And apparently they all met up somewhere in Paris. And they're all eating dinner together. Yeah, they're all there. Platini's there. The owners, the owners of Paris Saint-Germain are there. The Qatari people are there.
It's just a bit.
It was
it's
a
a
fake.
bit crooked, isn't it?
We put everything to that. What we were saying, David Beckham, Prince William, and Prince Harry. I think we sent as ambassadors, and they sent some random bloke from Qatar, and wow, they win it. What a surprise! Yeah, but I just think football organisations in general are they're not fit for purpose.
Scam artists.
Yeah, they are the scam artists.
No love for the game.
It's full of corruption. It's not for the game. It's for the money. These people, they're staying in 5-star hotels, jetting around the world to go to these conferences. For what?
5-star hotels in these stadiums. Beds just overlooking the pit. You seen that one at Bayern Munich?
Yes, I have.
That looks nice, to be fair.
Yeah.
But the one in Qatar, I think, a lot of people have died building that room.
It's ridiculous. They should never have got it.
No.
I don't care what anyone says. They should have never have got it. They're not a footballing nation. They haven't got a footballing culture.
Think of the amount of congestion that's going to be in that small country.
I know, exactly.
It's just going to be...
Well, that's another thing. So, what's one thing you associate with football fans? Alcohol. And what can't you do in Qatar? Drink. So what... I mean, I think you can probably do it in hotels and other spaces.
But not in public, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you can't drink in public.
Is it under Sharia law?
No, it's not Sharia law. No. It's like a stricter Arab law. It's like the UAE.
Yeah, I've been there before.
So you can't drink out in public.
No.
I mean, you can in a hotel bar, but you can't go out drunk because they'll put you in prison.
Because look at our following as England.
Yeah, England fans. What
that's going to end badly, isn't it?
What are we going to do? I mean...
Is it not set in the winter? Because of the...
Yeah, it is. So it's set in the winter, but it's still going to be about 40 degrees.
It's still going to be 35 degrees.
It's the desert.
What do you expect?
It's
think of the players with black kits on.
Yeah.
Or the dark kits on. They're going to be...
That's what I mean. Think of the players. They're going to be absolutely roasted. I know they're on about putting aircon in the stadiums. That ain't going to work.
No, that's not going to work.
I mean,
it's not going to work for the fans.
Yeah, that's me. You got to think
of
the...
Let's make it an ice hockey rink.
Yeah, it's not even the players. It's the fans as well. All the stewards. Because they always wear the big coats, don't they?
Yeah.
What are they going to do? I mean, why does it have to be in the winter? Because that pisses me off. World Cups are, it's just summer fun,
the
isn't
dark
it?
fruits.
Yeah, everyone's down at, everyone's at the pub, in beer garden, having a drink and watching the football. I mean, 2018 World Cup. I mean, I was at
work, so...
I was in New York at the time, but still, it was that summer feeling, everyone singing It's Coming Home. No.
In the next one after Qatar, going to be in Mexico, the US, and Canada.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Mexico, US, Canada.
One, actually,
Me and my dad are on about trying to get tickets for it, or trying to get just to go.
That's what.
I mean,
I'll put my.
I've seen a soccer match, as they call it in America.
Soccer.
It was the.
So I wonder where they're going to be, because I think Atlanta United is going to be a great place to hold a final.
Yeah. Well, I watched it at Yankee Stadium. I watched the New York Derby. The is it Bulls? Is it the Red Bulls?
Red Bulls
and City. Oh God. The level of football was shit.
Yeah.
But
because you see on the highlights the MLS, they just show 1 minute out of the 8. The 1 minute could just be good free flow football. Yeah. The rest of the 8
it's shit.
It is, isn't it?
I'm really funny there. I mean, you see the videos on Facebook of everyone, come on, Seattle.
Fight and win.
Yeah, fight and win.
It's the worst set of fans.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, it was I think the New York City fans who I was sat with, because we all went with the mates who we'd stopped with over there, and they were all shouting at the Red Bulls like, "Go home, you!" Oh, it was something like it was proper like childish. So
Oh dear.
it was like, "Oh, go home, you morons!"
Yeah.
Oh wow, that yeah. Instead of like over here, what the fuck are you doing here? Too you shit. You know. Well, that's the thing. You don't get over there when a goalkeeper's taking a goal kick. Ooh, you shit bastard.
Yeah.
Ah, you know, you don't get that. You know, but no, I mean the game is developing over there. So I'll give it like that's the thing. In Canada, in the US, in Mexico, there's a footballing culture. Although it's not as big as it is over here. I mean, to be fair, it's quite big in Mexico. But, I mean, the US it is growing at a rapid rate, especially with the success of the women's team. And then Canada,
It's alright.
it's alright, but, I mean, if you're going to give it to the USA and Mexico, you've got to give Canada as well.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the because I can see a possibility of a footballing culture in Canada. Because there are some good
players, like Alphonso Davies for Bayern.
Yeah, for Bayern, there's some good Canadian football players. What Qatari players do you know?
Oh no,
Is there one?
I know the whole team.
Do you?
No, I'm joking.
I was going to say.
Don't know a single player, to be quite honest with you.
Ask me, you don't know any single player.
I'll have to Google it, but like.
I mean, there's probably someone in FIFA who probably plays in the Saudi League. You know, who's a bronze player.
Is the Saudi League in FIFA this year?
I'll be honest, I ain't got FIFA 20, so I don't know.
I don't play it, so I've not played it in a while.
I mean, there probably is a Qatari player, but you know, there's no football.
He's going to be 60 rated. That Scunthorpe player is going to be better than him. I'm not saying something.
There's no culture over there for football. It was an obvious backhander.
No.
So yeah, I must admit, it does piss me off.
All it's famous for is the connecting flight to Australia, basically.
That and oil.
Yeah.
That and oil money.
Yeah.
You know, being out in the desert. You know, out in the desert, oil. That's all it's famous for. And that's where they got the
being
money.
small.
Yeah, like I say, it's a small country. I mean, I know. Is it the Euros? Are they playing it all over Europe, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the final's in Wembley.
Oh, that's all right. See, that's good. That's playing it all over. You know. I mean, there's a football culture everywhere in Europe. There is not one European country.
Even Luxembourg.
Even
San
Luxembourg.
Marino have got one.
That's what I mean.
And they celebrate scoring a goal. They're celebrating.
Their goalkeeper's a bin man. Like, you know, like he actually is. Like, they're a principality. They're not even a country. Like, they have it.
Monaco have one.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
they're a principality too.
Like, San Marino, like, more people know about them than Qatar. I'd rather have it held in San Marino. I mean, I know it's only a little principality state.
It's not as big as Sheffield, but
yeah, but I'd rather hold the World Cup in San Marino.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be better to me than Qatar. But nah, don't like it. It doesn't sit well.
Right. It doesn't sit right.
Don't sit right.
No.
But no. Moving away from that though, moving more homegrown issues.
Yes.
There's two, I'd say, clubs that are like falling giants at the moment, especially in the Premier League. That's Man United and Arsenal. Nah,
thanks for bringing that up. But,
nah, you're an Arsenal fan.
I do like to watch Arsenal, yes.
As well as being Scunthorpe. They're your Premier League team.
Well, yeah, I do have a Premier League team. I feel like I have the right for one.
I must admit,
Scunthorpe are not going to get to the Premier League anytime soon.
I mean, we used to be there, and then we eventually got relegated. But I mean, my Premier League team now. I mean, even though I am a Bolton fan, it almost broke my dad's heart when he took me and my mate round a tour of Old Trafford.
I've had a tour around Old Trafford as well.
I asked my dad if he could buy me a United shirt.
Oh, no.
I almost broke his heart. But yeah, no, but they are two footballing giants.
Oh yeah.
And I must admit,
two of the biggest football clubs in this country.
Oh, in the country definitely. And I must admit, it's sad.
You're saying that to me. You're saying that to me like I don't know anything.
It's like, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I mean, you're more of an Arsenal fan than obviously I'd be a Man United fan. But it's like, I like teams like, I remember growing up, like your top four were Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool.
Yeah.
That were your top four. You know, them jostling every time. I mean, I know obviously people say, well, there's shifts in football. But I don't like seeing massive clubs like United.
Fall. I've
fall.
seen too many of them to fall, like Forest and Villa.
But it's in, it's in such a,
to an extent.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it's in such a way. It's not like, I don't know.
It's again these businessmen
taking
over.
Yeah, it's
and
like
ruining the club.
Taking Arsenal for, you know. So Wenger was in charge for how many years?
22 years.
22 years.
Since 1996.
I mean, you can't knock the man for what he did. Like, invincible season, Premier League,
Give me some of the best
other
years
Premier
of-
Leagues,
Like-
exactly. FA Cups. You can't take that away from him. He's one of, probably next to Alex Ferguson, one of the best managers of all time. But he outstayed his welcome.
He definitely did.
He did.
He should have left. When we won the FA Cup against Hull that year, when Santi 2-0 down, Santi Cazorla pings one from 40 yards into the top right.
Yeah.
He should have left. He should have left.
That's
After
it.
on a high note, should have left on that.
That's what I mean. I think Ferguson, from
He knew it was going to.
he knew. I think he timed it to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the squad was aging. He knew. Everything that happens now, everything that's happening now.
made John O'Shea into Kaka.
Exactly. He megged Figo.
There you are.
There's a video
There
of him
you are.
megging
Yeah.
Figo.
I saw
Like
that
that.
recently.
That's
as well.
how good of a manager he was. But like I said, he's everything that's happening now at United. Ferguson foresaw years ago before he retired. So that's why he pushed everything into that last season. He got Van Persie from Arsenal.
Who said that? Who just said that?
Do you know what I mean? Though, he went all out in that season to go out on a high. He won the Premier League. He went out on the high. That was it. He was done.
Wenger should have done the same in the FA
I'll
Cup.
say-
I know the FA Cup is not the same.
Yeah, but it's still a prestigious trophy, though.
It's still a good trophy. It's still one of my.
That's right.
He's
He's still
it's my favourite trophy in this country.
Yeah. It's still a high to go out on. It's not.
There's nothing more than to win the the buzz of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
When Wigan, I know you all don't like Wigan, but when Wigan
Pie
won it,
eaters.
yeah. But when Wigan won it against Man City, you must have felt like.
Oh yeah, of
You
course.
must have-
I must
yeah.
admit, I was rooting for Wigan.
Mm.
I mean, City's close to us as well. So but I think everyone apart from City fans were rooting for Wigan.
Mm.
It is one of them nice footballing stories. But I guess that's the beauty of the FA Cup.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
that's why. Yeah.
Anyone
We've not
can
done
play
well in
it.
it. This team right here.
We're not
the
in
best
it
we've
either.
the best we've ever done, third round against Man United, funnily enough. Scored first. Man United fan scored actually.
Oh.
And then this was against the team with Alex Ferguson as manager,
Mm-hmm.
Rio Ferdinand at the back.
Vidic?
It was Smalling. It was his debut. Smalling scored.
Oh,
His debut. Smaldino, yeah, that's it. Michael Owen up front. Ji Sung Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
Have you heard the song that they used to sing to Jason Park?
What was that?
What
Is it?
is it Park, wherever you may be, eating dogs in your own
yeah,
country?
that's it. Yeah.
Could be worse, you could be
Scouts.
eating rats in your council house.
Mm.
To be fair though, he's one of South Korea's probably greatest ever players. Along with now,
Heung-min Song just
Heung-min
Hold
Song's
his
now.
beer, but like.
Yeah, no, but Jason Park, fantastic player, fantastic player.
And all these players were in the team, and I think it had to. Because I don't think Alex Ferguson was there at the. I think he was scouting in Spain, so Phelan came in to manage it.
Yeah.
We had Ian Barraclough as our manager. Oh, he had about 40% win rate, really awful. But brought in Nigel Atkins that year and took us to the Championship. That ended badly, getting relegated twice in a row. But that's also
It's fine.
It's fine. It's happened to many a club. But going back on topic, we lost 5-2 against Man United. But Man United back then, even with Alex Ferguson not at the touchline, different monster.
Oh yeah, no, obviously.
Different monster. I don't think they went to win it that year, but they still challenged. They still challenged for every trophy that was out there.
Oh, they did. I think that was the thing. United, whatever they challenged for, absolutely everything. And like I say, I think Ferguson just himself, he just brought an aura. He, everybody feared him. Referees feared him.
Yeah. Fergie time.
Yeah, he ran Man United. He probably still does to some effect.
I feel like he does. That's why I don't think Ole's sacked at the moment.
Yeah. Well, that's probably one reason why Ole's not sacked because
Because
he won him that Champions League in '99. He's probably indebted to him. But yeah, I mean, you see that picture of him shouting at Ed Woodward, or Ed Woodward shouting at him.
I saw that earlier today.
That's what I mean. He's Ed Woodward's bollocking him, and Ferguson's like, "What? Seriously, mate, you're going to shout at me?"
Do you know who I am?
Yeah,
Do you know who you're dealing with?
Yeah, Ronnie Pickering.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, but it is sad to see such clubs fall in such a way. But it's not like oh well, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of the board, I guess you can see it across both clubs. The board not taking action. But
Ours took action recently with signing.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say signing, but getting rid of Emery.
Yeah, sacking
and
Emery.
Bringing in Freddie.
Do you agree with sacking Emery?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
So
I went to watch the game at Sheffield United, and honestly, mate, that was the worst. That was the worst football I've ever seen us play. Genuinely, because we couldn't get anything past. No offence, but we couldn't get anything past Chris Basham.
Yeah.
This team right here got stuff past Chris Basham, but I know he's obviously grown and turned into a pretty good player.
Yeah.
But we couldn't score against Sheffield United. It's just it had to go. It's just it didn't. Some things just don't work out in life, and I think Emery and Arsenal just didn't work out.
See, people point to his success. So what do you win? 3 Europa Leagues, and do you take Paris?
He won 3 Europa Leagues in a row with Sevilla, and he obviously won the double, or possibly treble with
Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
But if you look at it though, so the Europa League, Tim Potts at Champions League, that Sevilla side was very, very good. And I think communication-wise, obviously being Spanish, you know, he can communicate his ideas fluently. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
He can communicate his ideas fluently to that squad. Paris Saint-Germain, I could walk into that and do the exact same thing he did. It's, you know, but all Paris Saint-Germain do is buy up the best players from around Europe, and they're playing against a bunch
stick him in a team and stick him against a bunch of farmers.
There's a bunch of farmers. It's
crap. Combine harvester at the back.
It's crap. They're, what is that, 11 or 12 points clear? I mean, I know Liverpool are the same now, but Liverpool could possibly fuck it up. Paris Saint-Germain.
That would be amazing to see, I must say.
Yeah, but like Paris Saint-Germain are never going to fuck it up.
No.
Monaco's now wallowing down near the bottom of the league because obviously what they do is they bring through tremendous talent and then sell it on.
Kylian Mbappe for a start.
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe, Thomas Lemar, you know, not Falcao to some extent. But you know, they get these players and then they sell them on. But you know,
You've got Lyon, who's a good team, but will never challenge.
Yeah, Marseille, they're no longer the big team. It's Paris Saint-Germain's got such a monopoly on the French league.
That they're going to win it every year.
They're going to win it every year. There's no point.
They can have their whole team injured. Their reserves, I think, would win.
Yeah,
the
their
league.
reserves would win the league. It's a piece of piss. Like, he's kind of like Madrid. You know, with Zidane.
Yeah.
So people are like, well, Zidane won the Champions League. Look at the squad he had. Anyone could do that. It's like when Brendan Rodgers went to Celtic. There's certain clubs in certain countries. I mean, obviously, I know Barcelona challenge Real Madrid and they jostle and they switch.
I think Atletico Madrid are close to.
Yeah, I mean,
becoming
interesting stat though. Simeone's never beat Barcelona.
Really?
And he's never beat Barcelona. He's drawn maybe about 9 times and lost 13, but he's never beat Barcelona. But I know Atletico are getting better. I know they've lost Griezmann to Barcelona. But
have you seen the state of him now? Man needs a haircut. He looks homeless.
Yeah, he does. I don't know what's happened to him.
It must be a bit of a.
I didn't think he was a particular fit for Barca, but yeah, no. There's certain clubs where you can walk into it and anyone can do the job. So taking Paris Saint-Germain out of the equation, his Sevilla job, obviously, yeah, you know, you can't take that away from him. But I think I don't know. I think the main problem was probably his language skills for one, and I think
because he had to work in. I don't know if you knew this, but he had to work in Russia. He had to work in France. I think he worked somewhere else in that time. English is his 4th language.
Yeah, I mean, I'd find it difficult. I mean, when Adams went into Spain, you know, you see him trying to talk to the defenders.
Gary Neville at Valencia.
Yeah, Gary Neville at Valencia. They've got no clue. David Moyes at Real Sociedad. They've got no clue what they're saying.
No.
It's like
I could barely understand David Moyes, and I'm English.
Yeah, I know. But I do feel sorry for him because that's not his fault. But I still feel like, I mean, the substitutions he's making, the tactics, I feel like they were
he looked like a man
they were
broken.
Yeah, they were quite basic. I mean, the Europa League, really, you know, it is a Tin Pot Cup.
We've got a Tin Pot group. I think Frankfurt are the only team in that could challenge. We've got Vittoria, which we barely scraped past. Obviously, we beat Standard Liège at home. We've still got to play them away. We're still not through yet.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's like
bollocked it against Frankfurt.
The Europa League's kind of, you know, you can piss the Europa League. I mean, you can get
unless you get Chelsea in the final.
I know, yeah, yeah.
That was heartbreaking. I'll be honest.
I tell you what, UEFA, they were pissed at that. To watch 4 English teams in the Champions League final and the Europa League.
The fact that the finals in Baku, look at the empty seats. If you look at that game back, look at the empty seats. It looked like a pre-season friendly. It was an absolute joke.
That's another thing.
I think it's in Poland this year, so it's not too bad.
That's another thing. Why the fuck are you holding it in Baku? Why?
Trying to promote the place, but it's obviously. I think Chelsea sold less than 100 tickets.
It's daft. It's like the ticket allocations. What the fuck?
Move it somewhere closer.
Yeah, move it somewhere closer. Or it's like the ticket allocations for what they got in the stadium.
I don't hold it in Andorra. You're still going to get many people going to that.
Yeah.
If you want to promote a club like.
But it's like.
Is Azerbaijan even in Europe?
No. I think it's Asia. He's counted as Asia.
So why was it the Europa League?
It probably is, but it's to me. To me, it's Asia.
The reason why Astana are in the Europa League, I think, is because like a certain amount of it has got to be in Europe. I think 10% of Kazakhstan are in Europe. Funnily enough, Astana's on the border near Mongolia, so it's.
Oh, great!
Yeah, so there you are.
But getting back onto getting back onto Emery though, staying away from the rabbit hole.
There we go. Yeah.
I think his tactics were just too basic, and I think
inept.
Inept, and I think the job. I think he's a manager that he's all right with players. I mean, obviously Paris Saint-Germain eventually got rid of him.
I think Neymar got rid of him. That's basically Paris Saint-Germain.
I think it's like he's one of those managers that he can't handle big players, big names, and big clubs.
Mesut Ozil.
Yeah, it's like
imagine if you had Alexis Sanchez on his team.
I know, that's what I mean. He's one of those managers that doesn't seem to be able to cope with big. He's one of these managers that he's good for the smaller or mid-table teams.
Watford could.
That's why Watford getting rid of Quique Sanchez Flores. Emery is just, to me, he's one of these managers that's like a mid-table manager that can possibly take them to a Europa League, but he's nothing more. He can't challenge for a top four or a Champions League. He can't do it.
I thought he could when we signed him, because obviously we saw PSG, we saw success, we saw the treble win inside there, and I'm like, right, we can work with this. He's a winner. He knows how to win. The 3 Europa Leagues, I thought we could got at least one Europa League out of him, but it just weren't meant to be.
Yeah, sometimes it just don't work out. And then I think now you look at Man United taken away from that one.
Dear.
So when like I said, Ferguson left at the correct time. He knew exactly what was happening, and he predicted.
They brought in the wrong appointment as well.
Yeah, he predicted everything that was happening now. I think with Moyes, right, he was stuck with a shit squad. It was a shit aged squad.
I think
your Van Persies are gone by now. They won the Premier League. They retired. They're done. He's went back to Holland, didn't he? All these players are all past the best. They all needed to be shipped out. So Man United needed another major rebuild. The thing with Ferguson is he rebuilded constantly. He was constantly rebuilding.
If you can make Macheda into a good player, then you're some manager.
Exactly, yeah. Well, it's the goal. Was it against Villa?
Yeah.
The only goal he's ever remembered for. Yeah,
yeah,
that one. But no, I think Moyes was just stuck with a shit aging squad, and he couldn't do anything about it. That needed a massive rebuild. That
it's still rebuilding.
Yeah, they're still rebuilding now. But so you start off with Moyes, he gets sacked because he has a crap run of games.
And Van Gaal, was it?
Yeah, bring in Van Gaal. Van Gaal's tactics were boring.
That was some
defensive football. But it's like going from Ferguson counter-attacking fast football to Van Gaal who's passing it around the back. It's shit.
Yeah, it's not great to watch.
That's what I mean. It's crap football.
And then you go to Jose Mourinho then.
Well, the thing is with Mourinho, right? In that season where he was, I'm probably more on the side if he deserved to be sacked.
Yeah.
But he took him to a Europa League. He won it, and he took him to second in the Premier League with the squad they've got now.
Look where Mourinho's gone in his second season. He's done at Chelsea. He won. I think he won the Champions. Did he win the Champions League with Chelsea? Oh, he won the league with them.
Won the league.
He won the league with them in the second season. Yeah, Di Matteo won the Champions League with them, and then 6 months after got sacked.
Yeah.
Second season with Porto, I think he won the Champions League then. Obviously, second season with Man United, he obviously took him to Europa League and finished second. I think with this, going a little bit off topic, but with this season may not be much for Spurs, but I think next season for Spurs that is massive.
It could be
if they bring in so many, if they bring in Jose's players, they could be fighting for the league.
That's what I think. Looking at it, what Jose did with that squad, which is what they're still putting out now.
Jesse Lingard and Trashford.
Yeah, he's a fucking miracle worker.
Oh, he actually is.
How the fuck did he do
But
that?
then again, it did end badly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He did end badly. I think he'd won the trophy. I think he took Man United as far as they could go.
Yeah.
They couldn't
with the squad.
Yeah, with the squad he had.
Yeah.
Second, that he shouldn't have been able to do that.
He should not have finished second.
He shouldn't.
Year.
Yeah, shouldn't have finished second. And Europa League, I'll give him that. That was, they had a kind of.
Look who they right. Arsenal in the Europa League.
Mm.
We've had to put up with teams like Atletico Madrid somehow finishing third in their group.
Mm.
We've had to fight off AC Milan and Napoli. They had Celta Vigo in the final.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
He did have an easy run towards it, but we've just been.
But just getting him
hot,
getting him to second though, that was a miracle. He shouldn't. He shouldn't have been able to that.
As a far away from a Man United fan as I can be, I was very impressed.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
But I think so. Solskjaer had that good run of games.
Yeah.
That was it. 13. He got on the bounce or something. He didn't lose, and then they beat Paris Saint-Germain 3-1. And then they gave him the job permanent, and that's where the famous clip of Ferdinand comes. He's put the contract on the table. Let Ollie put whatever numbers he wants down. Man United are back.
And then, funnily enough, after that game, it went.
Went to shit.
It went to shit. Well done.
I think that's the thing though. Ollie was a good caretaker manager. He is.
Never, ever a full time.
No, like club legends can be good. Yeah, like
Frank Lampard is what he's doing.
Lampard, no. I think Lampard's probably an exception.
David Gerrard, what he's doing at Rangers, even though he's obviously not a club legend.
I mean, I'd say the thing, Lampard though got experience at Derby beforehand, so he got real. And the Championships, in my opinion, I think it's one of the hardest leagues in the world.
I agree.
To get out of.
It's an unpopular opinion, but I definitely agree with that.
I'd say it's harder than the Premier League. It's definitely the hardest one.
Look what Stoke's going through.
Yeah, I think. Honest to God, I mean, Leeds bottle it every year, and probably might do it again this year. Middlesbrough. Higher. Middlesbrough do the same thing. Who else? Derby does the same thing.
I think Middlesbrough lost. What was it? 4-0 or 5?
Yeah. Well, that was
against Leeds.
I think they're on a down. They're on a downward spiral now. But these teams that are quite decent teams, they struggle to get out. And I think. I don't know. It's such a hard division, the Championship. Yeah. So
a lot of Premier League teams would struggle.
Yeah, I think a lot of Premier League teams would struggle down there. But
unless you're called Liverpool.
Yeah, unless you're called Liverpool, yeah. But no, I think the thing with Ollie is he didn't have that experience. No. So he's a good caretaker manager. He got him on that bounce. After they beat Paris Saint-Germain, right, now get a world class top.
Zidane was a free at the time.
Yeah, a world class top manager who really knows what they're doing. This thing with building for the future, that's not Man United.
I went to watch. I don't know if I told you this, but about a month ago, I went with my dad to watch the Man United. I was in the Man United end, and I went to watch Man United under 21s versus Doncaster.
Oh yeah.
Their full team, and awful. Like the first half was so bad. It was one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen. But to be fair, second half they did. They took an amazing long shot from Galbraith, I think his name is, left back.
Yeah.
And then Mason Greenwood, obviously, in the last minute, shot from an ungodly angle, and it somehow went in. But apart from that, apart from Chong and Greenwood, I don't see anything there. Well, Brandon Williams, to be fair, but he's been shoved into the team now.
Well, they're doing it as a baptism of fire. But that's not how they should be put in. They should be put out on loan, have a season or two down in the Championship, down in League One, like Dele Alli was, and then after they've got the game experience, they've got game time, then bring them up, then start putting them in,
start life harsh. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, or like start putting them in, every so often in a cup game, and then ease them slow. Like Daniel James, he should not be starting.
No, he's a quality player.
He's a fantastic player. And he probably could be one of the greats for the future, but he shouldn't be starting. He should be one for the future.
Yeah,
maybe
for
not.
Man United, he should be on the bench.
That's what I mean. Maybe not necessarily out on loan, but at least on the on the bench. He shouldn't. to me, he shouldn't be bought for first team football.
No.
He should be one for the next 3, 4, 5 years. You know, but I think the problem is with United now, they've done such a drastic turnaround from like having players like, you know, Van Nistelrooy, Rooney, Scholes, Giggs, you know, Vidic, Ferdinand, these experienced players who are, you know, world class, but people like the younger ones, like Ronaldo, were brought in alongside these experienced players. They're now playing a full team of kids. It's crap. Like, Jesse Lingard is, in my opinion, I'd say the most overrated and worst player in the Premier League. Honest to God.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's dog shite.
I think he's still living off that goal that he scored against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gav, if you're watching.
No, but he's so bad. He wouldn't get into a championship team. Honest to God, he's awful.
I mean, he scored against Astana, but that's...
Wow.
I think I could, to be honest. I'm
That's
sorry.
what I mean. I could Rabona one probably against Astana. What? I think he's utter crap in my opinion.
I think he's the worst footballer in that JD advert, and there's Mabel, Steph London in it.
Yeah, I know.
H.
Well, that's the thing, you know, he thinks he's big now, doesn't he? Because he's trying to release his own clothing line. Fails. Utterly.
Talking of clothing lines, do you realise Benteke's got one?
Fuck off.
Oh, he genuinely has a,
Oh. What is it with these shit football players, man?
I know.
And the clothing lines. No, but I think, getting back onto it, I think Man United's they've gone such a drastic change, and the recruitment at both Arsenal and at Man United
Don't get me started.
has been shite.
Yeah.
You look at Arsenal, at least doing forward moves in Aubameyang. How the fuck did you get Aubameyang? How the fuck? Like, I'm not being...
I don't know.
I saw that transfer happen.
Because I think at the time, Aubameyang wanted to leave Dortmund.
He did, yeah. Well, he wasn't turning up to training. He wasn't turning up
training sessions, he was creating rap music.
Yeah.
Doing videos with like freestylers.
Yeah.
He wanted out.
He wanted to leave, fair dues.
I think we just got
but
in there.
I was expecting him to go to a Bayern, a Barca, a Real Madrid. Like, at the time...
Because we got Sven... I think the reason that I'll answer your question why we got Aubameyang. Sven Mislintat, we got from Dortmund, knew Aubameyang. He's the reason why Aubameyang went to Dortmund. So, Gazidis...
from Saint Etienne.
Yeah. Gazidis, Sinelli at the time, and Mislintat went over, got that deal done, whereas Arsene Wenger and Dick Law, who was our recruitment officer, we tried to get a defender in England. We couldn't do it. I think the reason why the Mesut Ozil thing almost didn't happen, Dick Law didn't even book him a flight over to Madrid, and it almost fell through the floor.
Jesus.
So, talk about recruitment. That's how bad it gets.
It was. I was amazed, honestly, that you got Aubameyang, because to me he was one of the most flashiest, best strikers in the world.
Same like Lacazette. If it weren't for Atletico Madrid and our transfer ban, he would have been an Atletico player. I think
of course
he still would.
Yeah, of course he would. But that's what I mean. At least you're making forward moves there defensively.
We won't mention Nicolas Pepe just yet, because I think he's been very bad. Well, not very bad, but very bang average.
So I mean, he did that one megs against that Burnley player.
Outrageous.
No, he's scored a couple of free kicks, hasn't
he? Two in one game, and he's not scored a goal from open play yet.
Oh Jesus! But for 70 million quid though.
72.
It's 70. Oh,
72.
It's even worse. But it's like, I look at the squad though, and I think, to me, Lacazette and Aubameyang are both central strikers. I don't see either of them as wingers.
I don't see Lacazette as a winger.
I don't see... I mean, I know Aubameyang's fast, but to me he's a fast central striker who you put against the centre-back who's like Mertesacker's pace.
I don't want to hear any bad words about Mertesacker.
No, but someone of his... I know, yeah. Someone of his pace, to absolutely rip him apart. So I always thought that your two strikers would be Aubameyang and Lacazette. And then when you bought Pepe, I'm like, where's Pepe going to go? Because you're going to have to shove one of them out wide then. Or you're going to have to play 4 front players.
4-2-4.
Yeah, let's play 4-2-4, but then you've...
But Ozil on the right, put Pepe on the left, even though Ozil's not great on the right anyway.
I don't see Ozil as a winger. I see Ozil as a centre midfielder. And
the thing is...
Like a number 10.
The number 10's dying out. How many apart from James Maddison...
Yeah. Well, that's why I see Ozil.
Young and up-and-coming 10s do you see? Mason Mount. That's about it. It's a dying
So it's like
position.
Man United with Mata the other day. So Man United played Mata on the wing.
Finished.
Oh yeah, man.
He's
Yeah, I mean,
completely
his
finished. His legs are
brains,
gone.
his brains there, but his legs are 30 yards behind him. But he's like, they played him out in the wing. One, he's too slow, and two, he's not a winger. He's a centre midfield player who's there to unlock and do that key pass, like a De Bruyne.
Yeah.
That key pass. That to me is what Ozil is. So I don't get
why he's on the wing. He's not like.
That's right,
He's deceptively quick, but
that's right, I
if
don't
he's
get
just sprinting, he
Ozil's.
can't.
I don't get his position. To me, he's not a winger. He's a midfielder.
Mm.
So I wouldn't have bought Pepe. I would have had Lacazette and Aubameyang both up front.
Centre backs.
I won't play wingers with the players you've got. I would put Lacazette and Aubameyang up front.
Yeah.
Ozil in behind them, and then probably I don't know 3 defensive midfielders.
Yeah.
Or 3 midfielders. One of them being a proper defensive midfielder, not like a Vieira type, but like Yaya Toure type.
Who we could have got, but
yeah, exactly. And then a proper back four and a keeper. That's how I'd play it. But I mean, that's what I mean. But obviously Pepe don't fit into that. But I always think, well, you got to have 4 strikers. But I don't know. I think recruitment at both clubs has been god awful.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main problem, aside from boards, aside from managers. And I think even if Man United sack Ollie now, nothing's going to change.
No.
It's still
It's just an endless cycle.
It's still the same crap squad. They've got such major surgeries to do with that squad and major players to buy.
Yeah.
So Arsenal need a proper centre midfielder.
100%.
Like
Guendouzi again. Shouldn't be playing for now.
That's what I mean. These are players for the future. Torreira, is it Torreira?
Yeah.
He should be there for the future, or should be there, to be put in as a sub. If you want to be challenging for top 4 Champions League,
you need to be going out there and getting the best.
That's what I mean. You want I know it's a bit of a crap again, like a Sami Khedira type.
We were linked with Nzonzi for God knows how many
years. Nzonzi, but these world class top centre midfielders.
I know Emery's not here, but he worked with Emery.
Yeah.
At Sevilla. So.
That's what I mean.
I don't understand it, but.
So I think you need world class players to challenge these world class.
I reckon we got it in Pepe, but we're just not getting the best out of him. And I really hope that we find the best out of him, because that'd be £72 million wasted, and we're not Man City.
No,
we can't throw that kind of money.
Well, they're blowing their season at the moment anyway. City.
I can't believe it.
I must admit, I still have my money on City to win it anyway. I think they'll creep back. I do think they'll creep it back. I don't think Liverpool will win by 11 points.
I think that's the main reason
that was City's problem. So there are a few clubs, and Bayern's another one. So they only have a couple of people for certain positions, and if they're injured, they're fucked. So that's City's problem.
Lewandowski, see ya.
Yeah, if Lewandowski gets injured for Bayern, there's nobody else.
Muller, good luck.
Muller's not going to play every game, and
no.
He's not got
the legs for it.
He's not got the legs for it.
And there's no other striker at Bayern.
Yeah, there's no other striker. And Muller's, like I say, he's kind of past it now. And he's not...
They're not having Gertzer back, I must say.
No. Muller will bang in a goal every so often. Because he's a
banger of a goal.
Yeah, or he's a Gary Lineker type to me. He's just right place, right time, Muller. He can see the game. He's not, he's not the best technically. He's not the quickest.
It's like Matter. His brain's there, but
that's what I mean. His brain's there. He knows.
His legs are just.
Yeah, his legs are 30 yards behind.
Yeah.
But if Lewandowski gets injured, Bayern are fucked.
Well, I saw Neuer get injured once. But then again, their second keeper is probably one of the best.
Ulreich. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
really, really good. But no, I think like for City, they lost that one. They lost Laporte.
They had to put Fernandinho at centre back.
Yeah,
he's never a
Fernandinho
centre back.
Shit, he's a good defensive midfielder.
Oh, of course he is. He's
not
probably the best in the league, other than Fabinho. But
he's not a centre back.
No, he's not a centre back at all.
No.
He's not. Funnily enough, he's not got the legs for it.
Yeah, he's not got the legs for it.
He's not that quick. I mean, he can't help that. But
no, but that's what I mean. He shouldn't be playing there anyway. But City now in January, they need to buy a world class centre back.
Yeah.
Like that was what they never replaced Company.
Never.
That was a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Do you remember the goal Company scored?
The header?
No, I think it was the long shot.
Oh, the Thunder Bastard.
And you see the guy walk out at the same time.
Yeah, the guy
must have been gutted.
Oh god, yeah, and I hate to be that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 30 yards out. He whacked it.
Yeah, he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just have a shot. And he took it like Sergio Aguero would.
Yeah. No, but you sure I don't get it right? How can we see these problems, but boards can't?
Boards and managers can't.
Boards and managers can't see these
We're
obvious...
just football fans who
That's
just
right.
love
That's me. We're football fans having a drink.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, we're not.
At the pub normally.
Yeah, we're
We
not.
normally see it there.
Yeah, we're not getting paid millions a year.
Board members are actually at the game.
Yeah, they're at the game, and we're not getting paid millions and millions of pounds a year to see these problems. Yet we can see them. And I would love to see just a regular football fan put in charge. I think it'd just be funny. Just have one club just for a couple of games, just to make these obvious changes.
Yeah.
Or in charge of a transfer window, it's like, right, we need a midfielder. Well, why not get a midfielder? I know there's intricate things about, oh well, certain players are under contract, or that player's just not available. Well, then go get someone else. There's plenty of teams, there's plenty of players. There are world class people out there that you can get. But yeah, I don't.
It's concerning that they can't see these problems.
It's concerning that they can't see it, yet we can. But I don't know. I think we've covered quite a lot in that one.
We have, yes.
I think we've done UEFA, done United and Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I think we'll do as we do on the main channel, we'll do a quiz. I'll be the host this week. I mean, we'll see if you've got no one to go up against.
Yeah, probably for the better. So,
but yeah,
we'll see.
So we'll just do 10 questions. You guys can comment down below. Your answers. See how many you guys can get.
Yeah.
We'll just pick them again off a couple of
Don't cheat
websites
as well.
Yeah, don't cheat. Don't skip to the end of the video and then go, I answered them all correct. Yeah, I got 10 correct. Yeah, sure you did. Yeah. But no, we'll do it that way. So, right, we'll see you guys in the quiz.
See you in a bit.
Right, guys, so welcome to the quiz of the first one on the second channel.
Can't wait for
So this one is just on the Premier League.
Okay.
We've got 10 questions.
I'm not up against anyone this time, so I've got kind of a chance to win.
In future ones, we'll do a forfeit. So
Oh no.
I know you don't like spice. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of spice, but we can probably get some chili peppers or something.
Yeah, I can do that if you want.
Yeah.
We'll think about the forfeits.
Yeah, we'll think about the forfeits in the next one. I tell you what. See how many you get right this time. I've got to beat. If I beat it, then I have to do a forfeit. We'll do it that way. Yeah.
I'm in trouble here, I must say.
Ooh, here we go.
Pray
So,
for me.
First question.
Right.
Which Premier League winner's father played rugby for Wales?
Ooh, is this multiple choice or is it?
No, just
for Wales.
Straight up.
I'm just gonna have to say Ryan Giggs. I'll be honest.
You're correct. That's one. Ryan
Yes.
Giggs. Yeah.
Look, he's stabbing the
The
dart.
Wales bit give it away.
Yeah,
honestly.
it did. Yeah, but okay, because it could have been.
There's nobody else, isn't
There's no one else.
Unless it's Gareth Bale.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but then again.
No. So number 2, what year did the Premier League start?
1998.
No, 1992.
I was going.
Yeah,
Oh,
92.
Shucks, I should have said that
Yeah.
one.
I
I was thinking 1994.
The only reason I knew that one though is because Premier League years. You ever watch it on TV?
Well, I didn't have Sky, but
no.
my dad's I used to see it. Yeah.
I used to watch Premier League.
Blackburn won the first one, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
thought
Yeah.
they did, yeah.
Don't mention Blackburn.
I'm not sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So question 3, you've got one so far.
Okay.
50%.
Not bad.
Who was the first sponsor of the Premier League? I wouldn't have known this.
Oh,
I wouldn't have known.
Christ.
I mean, obviously, there's the
I would have been -9 at the time, so.
there's the obvious one.
Well, there's obviously Barclays, but I don't think it's Barclays. I genuinely can't think. I have to say Barclays. I'm wrong. I know it.
It's the world's shittest beer.
Heineken, Carlsberg,
Carling.
Carling. No.
Well, in my opinion.
The Carling
Carling.
Premier League. Oh,
Yeah,
it doesn't sound
Carling.
right, does it?
He doesn't know. Carling shit. I don't care. I mean, if someone brings it on one week, we're gonna rip them because Carling's shit.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh no. So I've got a friend who's a Chelsea fan. So
I have as well. Oh, you watched the podcast as well.
I'll word this for him. He knows who he is. In what year were Chelsea founded, aka when Abramovich bought?
Right. Was it in? I'm trying to think.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
trying to think
I'll
logically
give
here.
you the season. You can have the season. On what season? So
What's-
it's like the year-
2001, 2. So is that okay.
like that an example.
I'll just it'd be better if it was just a year, to be honest.
I'll give you the year.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I feel like I get the right year but wrong. See, I'm gonna, because I think it was in the noughties. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna say 2002. Am I way off?
2003.
Oh no!
Ooh,
no.
2003.
We should. Yeah. Can we do season, please? Because I think we would have got that one right.
Well, it's 2003-4.
I would have got it.
Yes.
Bugger,
Still one off anyway.
Christ.
So question 5, you're on 1, aren't you?
This is not good. It's not good, guys.
Number 5. Which player holds the record for the most goals in a consecutive Premier League games?
Ooh. Would you have got this one, or would you have guessed it, or?
No, I know this one.
You know this one.
I mean, not because I'm looking at the answers, but no, I know this one only because of the season that it was in.
Right. Okay.
And you'll know what I mean if you don't get the answer right.
That's fine. Was it Thierry Henry?
No. Jamie Vardy in Leicester's Premier League.
Oh, was it in the time they won the league?
Yeah, it's the time when they won the league.
Do you know what? I would never have guessed that. Oh, my football knowledge is shit here.
Number 6. Ooh. Kevin Phillips won the Golden Boot in the 1999-2000. Who was the next English player to do so?
So around 1999. Kevin Phillips, Jesus Christ. Who did he play? He played for Bolton?
No, I don't believe he did. He possibly did. To be fair, we've had everyone.
I think you've had every other player under the sun.
We're one of those clubs where it's like, oh, he played for us. You know, so like 500 other people. I'll give you. It's a big name. Is it a big name?
Is it Michael Owen?
No. Harry Kane.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Kane. Is that recent? Oh, I thought Owen would have got it somewhere. Oh no.
So number 7, you're on 1.
Right. Okay. I'm kind of glad I'm not up against anyone here because I'd definitely be doing some sort of forfeit.
Correct. I tell you what, I would have not got this one. This is a shit house of a question.
And he's going to choose it because you think you're funny.
Which player holds the record for the most consecutive Premier League appearances at 310?
Gareth Barry?
No. Consecutive ones. Brad Friedel.
I got the right. Do you know what? I got the right team.
I got the right
team, but I know Gareth Barry's got the most amount.
Yes,
not the most consecutive. Fair enough.
No,
I could have gone with anyone who would.
Tottenham keeper.
He's ex-Tottenham keeper. He's ex-Everton as well.
American, yeah.
American, bald, bullet head.
Back when Tottenham were nothing, you know, they were.
They're still not. Still nothing special. So even though the special one's managing, so.
The special needs one. So number 8, you're still on 1.
Right. Right.
What was significant about Mario Balotelli's only assist in the Premier League for Manchester City?
What was significant?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And
it's
a vaguish question. Are you serious? Yeah. So I didn't actually know that was his only assist. But to be fair, now it makes sense. But yeah.
I was going to say something
So think of a Mario Balotelli assist for Manchester City. Right. I'll give you. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a clue. It's the year that Bolton got relegated. If it helps.
Did it send like a team down or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, it sent us down.
no. But like, did it send the team that they were playing down or something?
No.
I've no idea. I genuinely have not got a clue.
You're gonna kick yourself.
He didn't love fireworks at it, did he? No.
Balotelli. Aguero. Yeah.
Oh no!
Is that one?
I've not seen that one.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was Sergio Aguero's title-winning goal versus QPR.
And I'm not gonna lie, I did send them down.
Yeah.
I think. He must have sent them down, but I was technically right, but it's obviously. Yeah, the big old Aguero. No way.
Yeah.
I'm fuming. I've still got one.
I mean, it's a vague question, but you kick yourself when you
know. No. I can see why you asked it. That's good.
Number 9. Who scored the first perfect hat-trick, left foot, right foot and header in the Premier League?
Ooh.
I'll give you a clue. They've got 3 names. So it's not...
Is it Sean Wright Phillips?
No, but he wishes. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, Sean might really wishes. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, what a name that was.
So, number 10.
Still got one.
You're on 1.
How have they got?
It's like bullseye when there's that. Right, you've got 40 quid. Right. Okay, well, wow, 40 quid. Cheers, Jim. Yeah.
Cheers, Jeff.
Yeah, cheers, Jim. Number 10, a final question of the round. What player scored 4 goals in 12 minutes after coming on as a sub versus Notts Forest?
4 or against?
He scored 4 goals in 12 minutes, so he's trying to do a Lewandowski, 5 goals in 9 minutes. 4 goals in 12 minutes after coming on as a sub against Forest.
Against Forest.
He's not a recent one.
It's not Anata, yeah.
So it's not.
Remember when Man United played Ipswich and they won 9-0? And before you said it's not Forest, I was thinking Andy Cole. Because it's not. Well, I'm not going to
say he's not Andy Cole.
He's not Andy Cole, okay.
I mean, because you're on 1, I'll help you out.
It's not a recent. Yeah. Cheers, mate.
I'll tell you what, because you're on 1, right?
That is a tough one.
It's a Man United striker.
Well, I'm not far off. Is it Ruud van Nistelrooy?
No. We've been talking about him.
It's not Wayne Rooney, is it?
Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Oh, there's not the wheel. So
Yeah.
that's 1. So I'll see you all later.
So that's 1. So next time we do this, next time we haven't got a guest, or we'll probably do this every month or so, or every time there's a big development, either in football, boxing, or MMA.
Cricket.
Yeah, cricket.
Don't look at me like that.
I played cricket. I was bored. It's just. But
Some people are into it, some people aren't.
Yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
No.
But
Definitely not yours.
No, it's not mine. No. I like Freddie Flintoff. That's about it.
Yeah, that's pushing the bat out.
I know, yeah. But no, we'll do this every time we haven't got a political podcast. Or, just give us a bit of a break. So
it's not giving me a break, but you know what I mean.
But I've got to beat 1 next time. But do put your answers down in the comments.
Also, leave forfeits for me because I know I'm losing.
Leave forfeits for next ones. This time we'll do chilies for the first ones. I mean, you really don't like chilies.
No.
I mean, I'm not a big fan either. I mean, I'm pretty of a wuss. I'll always order a tikka masala. I'm a bit of a wuss as it is. So.
But, no, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Dear God.
But yeah, guys. I mean, we'll probably remember. We'll probably forget by the time it comes to it.
Oh yeah.
How many did you get again? Well, yeah.
Well, I think we can't. I think it's quite hard to forget how many I got, but I hope we do
1,
forget. To be honest.
No, I'll write it down.
No worries.
So, thanks very much, guys. Anyway, for watching.
Thank you very much.